The economic impacts of the deadly COVID pandemic are profound and still being felt acutely by many renters who have fallen behind. There's help available, but nearly $200 million in rent relief available in the San Diego region is proving difficult to access for many. Our investigative partners at inewsource found that only about 5% of the money has been distributed as of the end of May, and there's a deadline looming to use it. Joining me now to talk more about this is inewsource investigative reporter Mary Plummer. Mary, thank you for joining us as always.
Thanks, Carlo. Good to be here.
Mary, so what's the problem here? We know people need the rent relief. We have the funds. Why are they not getting it?
Well, frankly, a lot of it has to do with red tape. The application process to get these funds is moving incredibly slowly. Our reporter, Cody Dulaney, who broke this story, found that tenants who apply sometimes go for weeks without updates. One community organization director he spoke with said that a lot of tenants get so frustrated with the process that they just give up entirely. The application can be really tough to navigate and to submit everything correctly. And then on top of that, you've got problems with landlords. There are a range of issues across San Diego County. Some landlords aren't accepting the money, some aren't aware of the program, and others are just not willing to wait. The application process takes a long time, and they just want to get started on evicting people. Carlo, all of that means about $200 million in state and federal funds are sitting unspent.
That is tragic on many levels. Now, being stuck between landlords and a bureaucracy has got to be a very stressful place for many renters. How are they dealing with this?
Absolutely. Rental debt has been piling up in the San Diego region. A report published last month found local unemployment numbers are still way up from where they were pre-pandemic. And this is especially tough in San Diego County, where census data shows nearly half of all housing units are occupied by renters. We spoke with one renter in City Heights whose landlord tried to evict her back in December when she fell behind on rent. Her name is Janaea Wall. She is a licensed insurance agent who's been receiving unemployment benefits since last June. She says the stress has really taken a toll on her health. She's been unable to get back to work, and she says it's going to take time before she can fully bounce back financially.
We shut down overnight, but we're not gonna make money overnight. You know, it's impossible. It's gonna take 6 months to a year, at least 6 months to a year minimum to get back at least, I'm gonna say 60% where we were before COVID shut down. 60%. To be at 60%, just somewhere close, because everything is not 100% opened up to full capacity. That's not gonna happen.
Such a difficult time. Mary, we only have 30 seconds or so left. We have a moratorium on evictions right now. That's not going to last forever. Do local leaders have a plan to speed up getting this relief out to those renters?
There are efforts to speed up the application process and some signs of progress. I should also note that here in San Diego County, the Board of Supervisors passed one of the strictest anti-eviction laws in the state back in May. So that's offering some relief, but it is temporary. And then at the state level, Governor Newsom has proposed more money to cover 100% of rent for low-income renters. The county program currently covers just 80%, but that proposal, Carlo, would need to be approved by the state legislature.
There are a lot of bugs to be worked out in this system, and we understand that inewsource is going to be paying attention to it. Mary, thank you so much for joining us on Tuesdays, as always.
Thanks, Carlo.